Everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. I decided to do What's Cracking reading for Easter Monday, so here I am. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. As you know, if you want to know anything about me, you can check the box below or whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page. Everything is pinned to the top of the page. I do need to update that though, so I'm giving it a bit of an overhaul this week, and I will put in, because everybody's been asking me about tarot classes. The next one is fuller up, so I will be looking at running the next one a bit later on, but I'm hoping to run two, a beginner's class and also a more intermediate class, so that's on my agenda. All right, I think that's everything. Oh, just a reminder that Goulburn Wellness Fair is on in May on the 2nd. If you're in that area, I know a few people have asked me about it. They haven't actually started taking bookings yet, but as soon as they start taking bookings, I will put it on my page. So please be on the lookout for that. I think that's everything. I don't feel like there's much more. All right, let's go on. Let's go from here and see what we're going up to, or what we're up to today. Okay. Oh, 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is a card that talks about the end of a cycle. It's like you've got to a certain point where you've been carrying around something for a long time and the universe is saying, right, it's time to put it down now. Sometimes this could be a way of thinking, a way of doing things, or a way of being, which is no longer serving you. And we've been sort of talking about this lately, about this sort of energy of understanding what doesn't belong to you anymore, what belongs to perhaps people around you that you've adopted as your own, your socialized thinking. Sometimes it's time to put those things down. It's time to walk away from something. It could be something more tangible. It could be that you've got to a point in your job where you can't do it anymore. It could be that you're sick and tired of somebody around you. But whatever this is, the universe is saying, right, time to put it down. Oh, big time. It's the end of some sort of negative cycle here. So perhaps you're starting to understand something very differently now, because you're starting to understand, with all these swords in your back, you may have had lots of things fired at you over the years, and you're now deciding it's time to let it go. If you think of the swords representing, ideas, thoughts, feelings, sometimes having all these sort of negative ideas floating around in your head can stop you really from having what you want. So this is tough reading for a Monday morning. The 5 of Cups talks about being focused in the past, and maybe that's what you're letting go of. Maybe you've been always the type of person who focuses on the past and not in the present moment. It's really funny, because focusing on what is in the present moment is what we're supposed to be doing. But many of us have gone through social conditioning, and what happens is you tend to get stuck on things and find them difficult to move through. They get stuck in your head and you tend to ruminate on them. And there's always this energy of so much more in front of you, but you're focused on what you've lost, or the sadness in your life, or this energy, rather than looking at what's in your future. So there's definitely this energy of realization here. So there's some sort of decision now that needs to be made. And the decision here is not always it's not an easy decision with the 2 of Swords, because with the 2 of Swords, you know that there's something that has to be communicated or cut out, something that really isn't serving you anymore. And I feel like for a lot of you here, this is this sort of way of being or way of doing that has kept you trapped in a past energy, maybe always thinking about things in a particular way. But the universe is saying now there's a decision to be made. Now this is really interesting, because I always say don't read reversals. I don't use reversals. I still read the cards in reverse, but I do them from intuition. But when a card comes upside down, I figure the universe is saying to me, this is really important here, and we've put it upside down in your deck. I have no idea why that happens. But what I want to say to you here, it's really obvious. You are holding yourself back from something really beautiful. Now we do have the Queen of Cups behind here. So it's possible you could be holding yourself back from something in your future. It's always possible that you could be holding back this beautiful version of yourself. But I also feel here it may be this energy holding you back, especially with this Five of Pentacles here. Okay, beautiful. I like it. It's got a happy ending. So there's some sort of wish coming true here. But in order to have this wish, you've got to let go of something here. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but somebody in your past here, some sort of energy of your past that's holding you back still. And it's not helping you to move forward here. With the Three of Wands, if the Three of Wands was in upright, we'd be saying you're waiting for your ships to come in. But when it's in the reverse, what it's saying to me is something is not coming to you because of a certain way of thinking or doing that you are trapped in. And sometimes because we can't have what we want. Actually, somebody said it the other day. The universe takes away from you that which you want so that you can prove to yourself that you can do without it. Once you can prove to yourself that you can do without it, then everything starts to change. So once you get to the point, if this is a person, once you get to the point of coming to the term of this is not going to happen, this isn't where I am, I can't move past this, I'm letting it go, whatever it is for you, once you come to that decision, then the universe is able to bring you what you want. But it's like this energy of living in lack. So for many of you here, you're living in some sort of lack mentality. We've talked about this a lot, but you have some sort of decision now to decide how to move forward. So that's sort of what they're saying here. Okay, it's really funny because I was actually cold this morning and oh boy, now I started, as soon as you start reading your temperature, you see me going red, your temperature starts to increase. Okay, that's better. All right, let's see where we're going with this reading. I'll give you some more detail. Okay, so we have the High Priestess coming through. Now, the High Priestess does talk about intuition. It does talk about things yet to be revealed. I feel like something is about to be revealed to you here. I just want to read the next card. Okay, all right, look at this, 2 major arcanas. Something is about to be revealed to you. Oh, with the Magician as well. I'm thinking I'll just read one card. Now I've got to go for another one. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Holy dooly. Okay. Something is about to rip your world apart here. This is Tower energy, fully Tower energy. There is something here you are now going to understand as to why you're not manifesting what you want. There is some sort of energy here with this Devil energy that is about to be revealed to you, because the High Priestess says to me you're going to finally hear something or feel something through your intuition. Let's just put these down because I want to draw another card. This is really potent energy here for whoever I'm speaking to. Far out. 4 major arcanas here. Oh, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming up. You're about to step into your own power here. So what I see here, for many of you, there's some sort of turning point here. And I feel like, quite honestly, you've been poked with a stick here. You've been poked with a stick quite a few times, but you're not quite seeing what the universe is trying to show you here. And maybe for many of you, that may be how you're feeling. Like, I can't quite see what I'm doing wrong, but I can't seem to manifest what I want. What is it that I'm doing that I could be doing differently? I don't think it is a negative way of thinking, but I feel like I'll shuffle those up. There is some sort of energy of really, wow. Okay, all right. That's really interesting because I get the 2 of Cups and the World on the bottom now. There is an energy here that you can't seem to get, or you're worried that you can't manifest what you want here. And you may have been doing everything you needed to do, but you haven't been able to do that. Why can't you manifest? Because something is being withheld from you intentionally here while you grow. The universe is trying to show you something or some way of doing or some way of being, but you're not understanding it. You can't put the 2 and 2 together. You can't quite come up with an answer. But what is happening here is you are either now having some sort of awareness, some sort of awakening, some sort of energy of something coming through, and it's got something to do with this Devil energy. But the universe is about to give you a big jolt on your journey to get you moving in the right direction here. because you're coming up as the Magician with the Wheel of Fortune, and that's an energy of the universe taking control or taking the power here. When the major arcanas come out, we know that the universe is about to step in. Something you've been doing over and over again, going round and round and round, trying to understand what you need to do differently, but you're not understanding how you're blocking yourself. So there's this complete self-sabotage here. It's like you're in this devil energy. So whatever it is that's running around in your head, whatever's stopping you moving forward, you're actually doing yourself, but you don't know you're doing it. So the universe is saying, we need to show you now so you understand how to change this, because you need to be standing in this power. 9 of Pentacles. You should be making enough money. You should be learning enough skills. You should be in a position where you feel very, very comfortable and very self-aware and self-satisfied. But you're still in this sort of dependent energy. And when I see the devil, I feel, you know, there's this real strong ego energy. And we often think of the ego as being something, you know, that's inflated, an inflated sense of self-worth. But it's not. It actually can be quite the opposite. It can be very much low self-esteem, low confidence. And because of that, because you're stuck in this energy, you're making every decision, everything that you want, every place you go, you're looking at through this energy. And something has to change here. But you're not seeing this yet. You're not seeing it yet. But you're about to. Okay, so we have the Strength card. Look at these major arcanas coming through. The universe is about to bump you a big one here with the Ace of Wands. There's the stick. There's the stick. So you're getting your last prod here. So for many of you, you may not be able to quite understand what you're doing that's holding you back. Some sort of negative behavior, some sort of negative thinking, some sort of negative programming here. A tape that keeps playing in your head here that you are not really taking notice of here. But you're about to with this 9 of Pentacles, especially with the Strength card and Ace of Wands. There's a brand new start coming through for you here. It's going to hit home very, very hard. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Judgment card. Okay. Now I want to say to you, for some of you, this is coming in as an offer from somebody that you've had some sort of previous dealings with here. With this Judgment card, you've got a brand new start being offered here, and the universe is bringing this person in to give you this jolt forward. I've seen this reading before, but for some unknown reason, I'm not sure if we're still sort of looking at things too far forward or whether this is actually starting to come to fruition now. There is somebody from your past for some of you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic interest. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. But somebody is coming in here to help you to move forward by offering you some sort of new start here. Now, for some of you, I mean, it could be an offer of a job. It could be an offer of, it may just be an apology. It may be some sort of conversation that needed to take place. But there's something here that is coming through to help you shift your awareness here, because you're going into the 10 of Pentacles energy, and then we go into this rebirth state. So it's sort of like you're being risen up, but you are rising up from something that somebody is being gifted to do for you here. So some sort of offer coming through here. I'd shuffled the pack already, so I lost your mini read today. So if you want to go back and watch the mini read, you might have to rewind. So we will just get some clarification for this though. The Judgment card here, Page of Wands, there's some sort of message coming through here, some sort of communication, conflict. You may have some conflict here. Okay, there's some sort of, I want to say to you, there's something on your path with this 3 of Pentacles that is meant to come in at this time. Whatever this is, you're clearing something from yourself here. There may be a major epiphany or a major wake-up moment. I feel like there's some sort of conflict here. So there may be somebody offering you something or coming forward with something that puts you in this energy of conflict. But from that, there's some sort of energy of something finally being resolved, and it's love. Okay, I saw that 2 of Cups before. Okay, the Moon. Oh, we got two here. We got the victory card and the see, here we go. So whatever this is going to help you bring awareness here. It's going to help you bring some sort of emotions up from the deep where you've been hiding them away. Somebody is going to be responsible for doing this. This is a soulmate that's coming in, not necessarily again romantic, but some sort of soulmate here who's sort of been tasked with the responsibility of waking you from some sort of slumber here, something that you've kept deep within you, and then you get to move away from something that's been holding you back, and there's a victory card here. Whatever this is, it helps you to move past this energy of being stuck here, this ego energy, because you're moving into this manifestation mode. But it's definitely something here that the universe has got a big hand in, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas in this spread of 10. That's pretty huge. So somebody is doing this. You've got somebody coming in to do this, to help you clear the way to move forward, to help you let go of some sort of energy that's been holding you back. Now, it's going to be different for everybody. People say to me, I don't know what the energy is. I don't know what it is. And this is about to be pointed out to you. Sometimes you do it yourself. You know, you may be sort of trying to work through something and you don't get an answer to what you're working through. And then somebody will say something to you at some point and you'll go, hang on a moment, that's just given me a little bit of a jolt there and I need to go back and think about that. But some of this is self-expression. It is really difficult sometimes to bring those emotions to the surface and express yourself. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to talk about how you're feeling. So it may be something to do with that here. Sometimes it can be hidden or retained, oppressed, or repressed emotion from your past. So you may have a memory that comes to the surface that helps you to release this energy. But this energy is stopping you from manifesting. It's strongly to do with your ego here. So I wonder if it could be fear for some of you as well. But it's something within your ego that you need to release to get into this magician energy. So if you haven't been manifesting something that you've wanted for a long time, it's about to be shown to you here. All right, and I've seen this before where somebody comes in with some sort of offer that just shakes your ground a little bit. This could be conflict. It could be somebody who's still hanging on to some sort of conflict or some sort of pain. It could be that they are coming in to perhaps finish off something with you, complete a cycle, but they're coming in to push you forward. It's something you've organized with the universe. All right, so we have card 28 here, which is building blocks. All right, this is about strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. So remember at the beginning, I said to you, it feels like a tower to me. So maybe for some of you, you've gone past the poke with the stick. Perhaps the universe is saying, no, we've done this already several times. And you might find in your next reading, you get the tower. And this is about rebuilding after a tower moment. You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, codes, and moral beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. So I feel like you're getting an opportunity to rebuild here. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thanks.